around and regarded all the stewards who served him, and then took a seat, the crown of jewels upon his head. The room was full of sculptures by the best artists in the city, human-like statues that captured beauty in solid rock. With glasses of wine in their hands, our parents drifted across the room and mingled with all the guests at the luncheon. My brother and I watched from our seats, trying not to laugh at the look of consternation on Father's face. "He looks like he's in physical pain," Atticus said with a smirk. "You'd think he'd be used to this by now. Does anyone ever get used to bullshit?" My brother looked at me. "You're the one in a pretty dress with flowers in your hair. Just because this is bullshit doesn't mean I can't look nice. Look." He nodded in their direction. "I don't think he said a word this whole time. Mother is much better at this sort of thing." She was in a red gown with draped sleeves that exposed her shoulders. It was tight on her waist, her dark hair stretching down her back in beautiful curls. I looked just like my mother, but I had my father's soul. "Are you going to tell Father about Ethan?" I turned at the mention of his name. "How do you know about that?" He rolled his eyes slightly. "It's not exactly a secret. Well, I haven't told anyone." Was Ethan blabbing about his conquests to everyone? "So you admit it." My brother looked at me head on. "Did you just set me up?" My eyes narrowed. A slow smirk moved onto his lips. "Bastard." He gave a quiet chuckle. "I can't believe Ethan is talking." "He's not. He's showing." Now my eyebrows furrowed in confusion. He looked past me and nodded toward a sculpture on the other side of the room. It was of a beautiful woman with a flower crown upon her head. One strap of her dress dropped to expose a single perky breast. Even in stone, her expression was distinctive, and it didn't take more than a glance to see the similarities. Heat flushed my cheeks in embarrassment because it was so obvious. You're lucky Mother and Father don't care for the art they commissioned. Ethan's balls were going to meet my heel next time we spoke. Seems serious. We aren't talking about this. Oh, but you can stick your nose in between me and Violet. Are you sleeping with her? No. Then it's not the same thing, I said. Please don't tell Mother and Father. Atticus stared at me, an eyebrow raised. And don't use it as blackmail either. I didn't realize you had such a low opinion of me. You're the one who hid rotten eggs in my bedroom because you were mad at me. I was 12. Whatever. I still can't get that smell out of my nose 10 years later. A smile cracked his lips. Your secret is safe with me, Harlow. So, is it serious? I didn't have to think twice about my answer. No. Well, he seems to think it is. I wouldn't interpret the depth of his feelings based on a statue. It's not a statue. It's a declaration of love. We aren't even sure if that statue is based on me. Come on, Harlow. He eyed me. Drop it, I said in a whisper. They're coming. We both rose to our feet to greet our parents. Mother came to me first, her hands moving to my forearms to give me an affectionate squeeze. I love those flowers. She admired the white flowers woven into the crown made of branches. Thank you, I said. But you're the one who's a hot piece of ass. She burst into a laugh as she dropped her hands. You're fire, Mother. I looked her up and down. That dress. Her laugh subsided into a grin. Thank you, honey. She brought me into a hug and kissed my temple. Father came to me after he embraced Atticus. Doesn't she look hot? I asked. A subtle grin was on his lips, but his eyes stayed on me. Atticus tells me you chased off Violet. That's an exaggeration. I wasn't too annoyed because I'd rather talk about Violet than my secret lover. Mother drifted to Atticus and smothered him in the same affection. I just told her to take care of herself instead of expecting someone else to do it. That would be fine advice if it weren't coming from a place of privilege, Harlow. I'm not coming from a place of privilege, I said. My father had to overthrow the barbarians who took what didn't belong to them.